Sag. Hi, Sag. It's Mary Ellen. I am glad to be here with you for your December reading for 2018. Spirit's talking about closing out the month and I'm actually doing the readings in reverse order. So I've already recorded Capricorn and on to Sagittarius. You're going to have a glorious month. A couple of announcements to make. Sag. The cards are jumping out already. I'm going to be in Florida for a week, hooray, starting on the 8th of December, right after Mercury retrograde ends. I'm very excited about it, and I will be available. I've made some time available on my schedule. So if you go to my website, the link is below, just click on that and go to schedule your reading. I'll be in the St. Augustine area. I think it's about an hour from Jacksonville. I believe I've opened spots on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. And my intention is to do 4 or 5 readings and leave most of the time for vacation time. Okay? So go check that out if you're in that area and you want to have some fun and sit with me live. The other thing is the winter solstice retreat is happening here midweek on the night, starting on the 19th for arrivals and ending on the 22nd, the day of the full moon. It's going to be beautiful, quiet, soulful. Spirit says a sitting with the spirit guides, sitting in the portal, experiencing yourself in that way. Obviously doing some review from the year. So also a link below to the place on my website where you can sign up for that. All right. So let me know. So I'm just going to draw out some cards. I'm playing with some new YouTube capacities. YouTube continues to evolve and grow and change. And I'm preparing to enact Spirit says my own growth process. Oh, Sag, you're just going so deep. It's beautiful. So this month, I'm playing with this capacity to sort of try to learn how it's happening. Okay. Beautiful, Sag. So there, as you know, there are a lot of completions going on, a lot of energy moving forward, and there is no shortage of that in your cards. So the reading is almost all the way out. Spirit is talking about the cards that are coming forward. I'm also, some of you know, I'm playing with the brand newly published. Spirit is just not mincing words with you. It's fantastic. The Mystical Shaman Oracle. So look at that. Cards just jumping out. Wow, you know what? I'll show you these two. I literally just pushed them back into the deck. Look, and they jumped right out. They're not having any of my resistance. Okay, so that is phenomenal. Let's get to the reading. So the first card out, for those of you that are new and don't know, I use the beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck developed by Kathleen Matthews. And the first card for me is always a spirit card. There it is. That is a major arcana card. That is the Lover of Devotion. And so this is a theme that Spirit wants to speak with you about. This is about a young woman standing fully in her power. She is a seer, Spirit says. So we're talking about feminine energy in a sense, moving itself forward and standing in the center of its own life. And look at all the abundance at her heart center. She has a choice to make. She has 2 pathways. There are 2 suitors in the background. And Spirit's talking about the type of energy that she is standing in her way, in her place, pondering the pathway forward that she's going to choose. And certainly with Jupiter coming into your sign, Sag, you know, you have Mercury's in retrograde in your 12th house. Venus is in your 12th house. On the 7th, Mercury and Jupiter move. And okay, Spirit's saying, and the world opens for you. So these first couple days of December, it's a time to go really deep. Just stay with the Spirit saying, stay with the retrograde. And that's what I've been doing. Just stay a little bit quiet. Allow yourself to look backward through the year and understand the progress, and give yourself a minute to breathe, because it has been really intense, hasn't it? And here you are going forward with Jupiter in your sign, a new soul journey. It's phenomenal. Do you see the Kundalini awakening along the spine? And the Spirit raises and goes through a portal and steps out into the mystical realm. And there's the healing cauldron of the Dagda and the triple spiral, birth, life, death, rebirth process. So it's going to be an incredibly expansive year with these two major arcana cards starting off the year for you. Okay. So Spirit's saying a new year, because for you, with Jupiter in your sign for a full year starting in December, that starts your year. And, okay, here's the next card. It's another major arcana card followed by another major arcana card. So you are going to explode into this new experience of yourself. And look at that. That's the final card in the major arcana of the Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. And there again, we see the beautiful notion of the cauldron of healing and wisdom, the place from which all things come. We see an awakening again at the root chakra. We see this breastplate. That's about coming through 4 seasons. And the petals there are petals meant to signify moments of critical awareness. And we see the beautiful swastika, the swirl of feminine energy being turned. And again, the triple spiral. So Spirit's saying, check it out. Do you see? Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, look. Let's see if I can make this happen. There's the triple spiral above the head of the soul. And there's the triple spiral at the crown chakra, an awakening. So you're going really deep. This soul journey, because of where we are astrologically, and Spirit's talking about on the earth with our evolution and our destiny unfolding, you, of course, are finishing a cycle and beginning a new cycle, and it's going to be really deep. The next year is going to be momentous, my spirit guides are saying. And look at that. There's the full moon. So I know there's a new moon on the 7th in your sign, I believe. Pardon me. Look at that. That's the imaginer of harmony. The ability to go anywhere you want based on that which you can manifest now because you have Jupiter in your sign for the next year. So that's a sacred vessel. You can put your hands on those oars and it will take you to the destination that you desire. And you are diving really deep into the mystical waters, into the unseen, into that which is hidden, into the feminine side of your nature. And what I love about this is this image of the soul is depicted as masculine. And so we have the soul journey happening with Spirit saying equilaterally within your being. The male and female half of you traveling together. And it's actually been coming out a lot through the personal readings I've been doing and in some of the readings that are coming for the month. So it's a really phenomenal time. So while you're on the soul journey, and this, okay, Spirit's talking about traveling for the month of December inside the portal that opens for you as a way of beginning 2019. This is what you are going to, one of the things Spirit says, that you're going to experience and achieve. So there's the new moon. We see the full cycle of, okay, Spirit's talking about the full moon that just happened in November. On to the new moon, a time when you are going to come face to face with illusions about your own being, about your life, about the people you interact with. And those illusions are going to be cast off because you have the wisdom and the power and the vision now to see what is real. So that is a beautiful notion. I would pay close attention, maybe write something in your diary, pay attention to your dreams because of the way these cards are coming out around the cycle of the moon, from the full moon that we just had in November to the new moon coming on the 7th of December. Okay. There's the bridge card. The sun. Sag. Spirit saying that's the reflection of the place in which you are standing. and how your actual human life is tied together with the soul journey that you're having. And all of the cards that are on the human line, the first three cards that the last three cards, pardon me, that I just showed you, those cards are all about soul travel. And here you are connecting your soul travel, fully illuminated again. So we're talking about Jupiter, okay? Full illumination. This is the Sun card. It is the notion of the energy that connects your human experience. And Spirit's talking about the knowings, the things that are going to be revealed to you. It's fully illuminated now. This is going to be a momentous year going forward, as you all know. If you haven't done it yet, go and look at the astrology. There's some really wonderful astrology folks out there, and I encourage you because there's a lot to be known, Spirit says. So tying your human journey to your soul journey, the full light of the sun, the full power of your passion and your ability as a Sagittarius. It's phenomenal. So here's the next card that came out. First card on what I call the spirit journey. Look at that. It's about healing. Okay. And you know, it's interesting because when I see the cards the way they are arrayed here and the way they were jumping out of the deck, there's a message that is coming with some urgency or insistence, I guess Spirit's telling me is the better word. So this beautiful card in the full light of the illumination of your journey, healing on that which has passed away because of all the Spirit's telling me to look back. Meaning, take a look at the year and all the healing that you have gained due to the way the year has unfolded in 2018 and all the things that you've been released from and prepared for going forward. And this is the final step, is December. And then we are released because you are on this soul journey. See that? It's really interesting. Going through the portal, and there we see another image, a different type of image of going through the portal. What is significant about this is that it continues the conversation about knowledge and ability. No matter which side of the veil you stand on, if it's here in your illusions while you are having a soul journey in order to discover the basis of your devotion for the year going forward, the path you will take based on your heart chakra awakening, you are coming through this portal, having had a Kundalini awakening, having it available to you, Spirit says, in order to be able to glean healing from those things that have fallen away. This is a gravestone. This woman is a great healer. And the flowers and the herbs that are growing up out of the gravestone are actually growing from the bones of the person who has passed away, who in fact happens to be her brother. It's a wonderful Celtic story about magic and healing and the things that are meant to be revealed. And the type of healing has to do with recapturing a part of yourself. So that's the story. There's a long fairy tale that's wound up in some of the cards that run through this deck. So the next card on the spirit realm, there you go. When you come out the other side, all right, Spirit's telling me to do this. Spirit says, see that? There's the illusion. And that's the reality. And this is on the soul level. So there's something being released in your human life. And Spirit says, you know, here's the other thing. Look. Okay? There's a lot of messaging coming through about what is real and what is illusion. And Spirit, now I'm getting the word delusion. The things that we think about ourselves that are not true, or about your life, or the power that you have to fund your own life, and the type of soul journey that you're on. So it's time for all of that to be revealed so that you can see your true nature on a soul level. That's the woman of battle who stands right next to the beautiful woman of knowledge. And they look directly at each other in a sense. So this Spirit saying it's very connected. You are emerging from this soul journey into your destiny, Spirit says, your true identity, so that you can know yourself. And this woman is holding her power in her hand. She's been through some sort of rite of passage. She has her amulet around her neck. And she looks forward into the winds of change eager to jump into the gap and have the experience, one hand open in order to receive that which is to come to her. That's a wonderful prophecy, my spirit guides are saying. And I don't see any prophecy cards on the table per se. But what's coming through to me is, yes, it's a prophecy about what's coming forward. And so having regained yourself, with Jupiter coming into your sign, all the retrogrades are going to be over as of the 6th or the 7th. And there's going to be rapid forward motion. You're going to feel it on the inside. So that's why Spirit's saying, you know, with Venus in your 12th house and Mercury in your 12th house during the first days of the month, retrograde, it's a time to look really deep and to have this experience so you can make the decisions that are meant to come. Okay? It's phenomenal. And here's how it's going to feel to you on the human realm. See that? It's phenomenal to me, the type of journey that you're having. And the last card, look at that. On the spirit realm, a card about courtship and new skills being gained. And look, there's the sun under the full light of the sun, which is the bridge card for you this month. And here's the sort of the outcome on the spirit realm. So in all the ways your cards are connected, it's very, there is a thread of discussion that winds its way through. And this is about coming to a new place. And 3 is a very sacred number. And there you are standing on a new shore. Transformation and new growth, the two halves of yourself, as we've seen displayed in the reading, traveling together, the male and female parts of you, turning the literal tapestry of destiny, closing a cycle and beginning anew. And there we see the new courtship. And it's a courtship of skill. How it is that the internal parts of you relate to each other. Well, and I love a couple things about this card. One, obviously, is the sun and the notion of being lion-hearted, of being really present. Each of these individuals has some mysterious destiny. Do you see the cups at their backs? We can't see what's in them. It remains to be seen. Obviously, Spirit says, this is the journey that Spirit's talking about for next year, this grand adventure, because of all the things that are unfolding for you energetically. And here's the outcome. Check that out. Beautiful, the warrior of skill. And those of you who've been following along, you know this guy. He's one of my favorite characters in the deck. He's got magic in his hands. He also is holding his power. He's been through his rite of passage. See that? Actually, it would be like this. So they're looking at each other in a sense. She stands here ready to jump into the gap. Whatever comes, she's all for it, Spirit says. She's ready to roll. And he stands here waiting for the sacred impulse to come to him, I believe, from the sacred feminine, because we see the depiction of that in a couple of ways in this, Spirit's calling it the upper deck, in the cards on the top row. All right? Really interesting. So this guy just waits for the sacred impulse to come to him, and then he jumps on his horse. He has a means of travel, and he rides straight into it. And that is, Spirit says, that's how you know that the year is going to be really phenomenal and filled with action, because it's male energy taking the impulse from the sacred feminine and moving it forward very decisively with a lot of mystical intention. So I have been playing with the new deck. My beautiful cards came a couple weeks ago, the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So I'm going to pull one of those for you just to see what the Oracle has to say. And there it is, jumping right out. Okay, that's Medicine Wheel. Let me just grab the book and I'll read that to you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, gorgeous. All right, hang on a second. I have to find the page. If you enjoy playing with tarot cards and you're looking for a new deck, I would highly recommend this one. It's really beautiful. It's a very powerful deck, and the cards are gorgeous. Okay, so let's see. All right, hold it up for you while I read it. Okay. There you go. The medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycle of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. So fascinating. I love that because we also have this. Spirit saying that's the same card. And we've already, Spirit says, and we've already confirmed that you're on a soul journey for the year coming. So that's really phenomenal. I love it. And I'm wishing you a wonderful month. Those of you that celebrate holidays in December, have a lovely time and do your best to enjoy just being with yourself, understanding you're on this journey. Hold it close to your heart in this way. And take the month of December to have a journey with yourself about that which you would like to devote, to which you would like that, to which you would like to devote yourself, the spirit guides are talking about. So Sag, thank you so much. Sending a special birthday shout out to all you Sages who are coming into your birthday season. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you in January, spirit willing. Have a great month.